In a major crime crackdown, President Trump is rounding up his forces and preparing to deploy them wherever and whenever necessary. The US President is mobilizing up to 1,700 National Guard troops across 19 states. Marking the first time a sitting president has used federal troops in this way for domestic crime control. With each passing day, Trump escalates his rhetoric, threatening to send federal forces into more cities. If the trend continues, could the entire United States eventually come under federal troop control? The massive crime crackdown began with President Trump deploying troops to the capital, Washington, D.C., in a bid to tackle crime and homelessness. Trump brought his law and order message directly to the streets, visiting a command center to thank law enforcement officers involved in the operation. He claims that crime rates are soaring and there's an urgent need to restore order in the capital. Trump stated that he's temporarily taking over the city's police department, an extraordinary assertion of presidential power.
We're not playing games. We're going to make it safe. And we're going to then go on to other places. But we're going to stay here for a while. We want to make this absolutely perfect. It's our capital. And this place was emblematic of it with the crime, the horrible crime. And we're going to make Washington, D.C. great again. We're making our country great again.
But according to the DC police data, violent crime has dropped by roughly 27% since the spike in 2023. Trump's move has not sat well with citizens or Democrats who have accused him of using scare tactics to exert presidential authority. Despite widespread backlash, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth authorized the deployment of approximately 2,000 National Guard troops in DC, including the directive for them to begin carrying weapons. The majority of troops will now be armed with M17 pistols, while a smaller number will carry the standard issue M4 rifles. Troops are authorized to use their weapons strictly for self-defense and only as a last resort in response to an imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm. Trump only has a 30-day window to control the Washington, D.C. police force. But he has indicated that he might try to change the deadline by declaring the capital's crime a national emergency.
When we're ready, we'll go in and we'll straighten out Chicago, just like we did D.C. Chicago is very dangerous, great place. I built great stuff there. I have the most beautiful building in Chicago, I think. But I hate to see what's happened to Chicago.
After Washington, D.C., Trump is now threatening to take over Chicago and New York next. The Pentagon has confirmed that planning is underway to send National Guard troops to Chicago. But it remains unclear how many troops will be deployed or when the operation will begin. Chicago is the third largest US city and a Democratic stronghold. With pressure building ahead of the 2026 midterm elections, Trump appears to be targeting Democrat-led states. He has also hinted at expanding his domestic troop deployment to more Democratic-run cities across the country. Baltimore is the latest target in Trump's national crime crackdown. After Maryland Governor Wes Moore invited Trump to join a safety walk in the city, the president hit back on Truth Social, saying, "If Wes Moore needs help, I will send him troops." Although crime rates in Baltimore have dropped by more than 24%, Trump is offering to quickly clean up crime with federal troops. Governor Moore criticized the remarks, saying Trump's comments come off as so tone deaf and so ignorant because he has not walked our streets. The National Guard is a reserve military force that serves both state and federal governments in the US. It is typically under the authority of individual state governors and can be activated during emergencies such as a natural disaster or civil unrest. However, when the president steps in and deploys federal troops directly, as Trump has done, it raises serious concerns about militarizing everyday American life. While the White House claims that hundreds of arrests have been made since the operation began in Washington, D.C., many experts warn that the move is legally questionable and potentially dangerous.